Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your chef from guruscooking.com with Tukk Patata. It's a Sindhi recipe, and patata means potatoes. Hence, we have with us here 10 potatoes which have been peeled and washed. We'll be dicing them into two equal halves using our knife, and it is now time for us to engrave a few marks on them using our knife. So, here I have my knife, and we'll make two long cuts in them and two diagonal cuts. This you have to do on either sides. The reason we are doing this on all your potatoes is because we'll be smearing salt on them, and the salt content has to enter them nicely. The salt will behave as a tenderizer, tenderizing your potatoes before we deep fry them. This way they will not become chips, and they will be what we expect them to be, that is Tukk Patata. So repeat this on all your potatoes, and let's see what is in store after that. So I've done this on all my potatoes that I have, all 10 of these, and I'm going to take a sample of them and show you what we'll do. We'll take a little salt, actually enough salt, and we'll smear it on both the ends. Make sure you rub it nicely in those cuts that you've placed. And these potatoes, we'll leave them after applying salt to them for at least 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes they'll become very tender as compared to what they are right now. So this is after 20 minutes. I've applied salt to all of them, and now it's time for us to wash them so that we remove all the salt content from them. So add them to clean water, and as you can see, the white plate, a lot of water has been dispersed by these potatoes thanks to the salt. Now make sure, ladies and gentlemen, you wash them thoroughly so that all the salt content is removed from them. And you can soak them on a paper towel or on a clean muslin cloth so that they become pretty dry before you add them to hot oil for deep frying. In a pan, I've taken vegetable oil. When the oil is very hot enough, we'll be adding these potatoes. Make sure you're pretty careful when you're adding these potatoes, and this is how you'll drop them gently. And yes, did I mention these potatoes have got no water content? I had soaked them and dried them for a little while on a clean paper towel. Now once you have added all these potatoes, make sure the oil is pretty hot and cook them until 3-4 minutes. After 3-4 minutes, when they have turned slightly brown, you can cover your pan with a lid and reduce the flame to low and cook them again for another 3-4 minutes. So I'm still adding them, and the flame is pretty hot. Let's see what we do in a short while. So still cooking at a very high flame. It's been 3 to 4 minutes now, ladies and gentlemen. What we will do right now is cover them with a lid, reduce the flame to low, and leave them for at least 3 to 4 minutes more. Make sure you don't have to cook them complete. So if you can now uncover the lid after 3 to 4 minutes, you'll see they're cooked, but they're not cooked completely. They are half cooked of what we actually want them to be. So they are not golden brown, but you have to remove them on a clean towel. So make sure you remove them, and we'll see what is to be done next. So here they are, 60% cooked, and now you'll hold them after they are cool in between your palm and press them gently. Make sure you don't press it too hard, otherwise they'll break into two pieces. So just be comfortable with this. Press them slightly and make sure the oil is very hot enough, and put them in the oil once again after you have pressed them. This time please make sure the oil is very hot, and do not cover the pan with the lid, otherwise they will become very soft and tender, which is what we don't want. We want them to be crisp and soft at the same time. So you will cook them for another 3 minutes maximum. I think 2 minutes would be sufficient if the oil is hot enough. And then you can retain them, store them on a cool rack, let them cool down after that, and we'll see what is to be done. So after around 2.5 minutes, this is how they look. Beautiful, crisp, golden, and those cuts that you have placed, you will see what magic they will do when we place some spices on them now. Now it's time for us to add some nice spices and condiments, dropping a little salt to your taste. Then a little red chili powder. I'm not using a spoon here because with a spoon it doesn't drop evenly. I'm just using my fingers to drop them. And then some coriander powder. And then some dry mango powder, which is nothing but amchur as we call it in Hindi. Once you've added all these, cover it with a lid or a plate, as in my case is what I'm doing. And then toss it round, 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 up and down, everywhere as you can do it, like a merry-go-round. There you are. Serve it hot, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy it as a side dish or as a starter. Sindhis love it, you will too. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Tukk Patata, a Sindhi recipe.